URL.
Okay, what is up, everybody? Hopefully everything is coming through okay. How you doing? Risen Guy here, aka Adam, aka whatever you call me. Just don't hurt my feelings. I am the sensitive type. As you can see up above here, these are some new little emotes we got going on for each of our characters there. Now, when I initially put them in there, I put them in under the subs, so some of them might still be limited there, but I got them all reapplied for followers, so if you like them, just follow and you can throw all those in the chat too. We do have Ira, our hard eyes guy here, missing for tonight, but you know, as always, we know how to adjust. Let's go ahead and get everybody up in here. We thought ahead this time. Hey, Plan, what is up? What's going on, everybody? All right, so gonna get swinging right on into things. We know our time is limited. My players are always telling me, man, we need to do longer sessions. I'm like, man, my family will kill me. All right. So from where we left off the last time, just kind of catch everybody up. Last session, you guys made it back to Stillmere and kind of saw the results of your actions there. Now, you guys did what you had to do, but you know, unfortunately, the villagers there, it was kind of too late at that point. So many lives were lost, but Torin did manage to have a little bit of a back and forth with a bit of a rival he's got going on there, and well, they came to an agreement, although you get some information that was less than pleasing. Moving on, you guys did go over, talk with the hermit and everything, got some things set up there for him to kind of travel the coast and check on any other villages that might have been affected. And then as you guys are traveling, the rain started pouring down. That night when you were camping, Ragnar had a interesting encounter with your patron. And then from there, you guys are still marching your way towards Midway. And who wants to take the lead here? You guys just heading off? You guys doing anything? Why don't we go ahead and...
What time of the day is it? I mean, what hour is it?
So,
is it Sunday
unless you guys had something else that you wanted to like do that night, then it is basically, you know, we're getting to the next morning here. If you guys had anything you want to talk about, then go ahead. You guys still have that time. Otherwise, we're gonna take your long rests and start off in the morning.
Well, I did want to take I want to take a moment quickly and identify, Finbar, to identify those items that we recovered from the evil priest on the island.
How long is it, Jasper? Do you have the map, or do you have a map?
I do.
Yeah.
I still think we're about a day away. If my map is correct, I think we're just a day out from Midway.
And you want to identify the target? Didn't you do it already, or?
Well, I think we got some items from the priest. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. While I shot that giant eye and then inadvertently started the cascade of collapsing island on us, I thought someone recovered a few items from that priest that we downed. Like it may have been his special power or something, but he was throwing a spear that hurt us pretty good. I don't know if anyone grabbed that, and then I thought we grabbed his holy symbol, and then might have recovered some sort of gemstone, maybe gemstone necklace or something from inside him. But my memory is a little shaky because that was a heck of a battle.
Now you say it, I think Ragnar did retrieve it, but Ragnar, do you have it?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out all that stuff.
The spear.
Yeah, I'll pull out the spear and I'll pull out the like 2 necklaces that I got. You said, I think.
Okay, so you guys are casting Identify on these items, or what exactly are you doing?
Yes. Identify.
All right. All right.
And I'll cast those ritually, of course.
All right. So, and of course, take a little bit of time casting it up and everything. You're identifying which one first, the spear or the necklace?
Well, since I got hit with a spear and that hurt, I'll have the spear first. May not be anything, but just in case.
So the spear itself that's essentially it's like a javelin of lightning is effectively how it works. Might be a spear variant of it. I gotta double check that, or spear of lightning. But essentially, it is a spear that also returns to your hand, and it deals lightning damage when thrown.
Wow, that's awesome.
All right, and then recasting on the necklace.
Yes, sir.
All right, so hitting it again there. The necklace itself doesn't have any innate magical abilities, but you do find it capable of casting some kind of spell, some kind of divination spell that seems to be some form of communication, some kind of speaking spell. But it doesn't clarify. You're not sure what's on the other end.
Oh. So it's a one. I get the sense that it's a one-way. Walkie-talkie. It's one-way message to some other entity.
Exactly.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I'll share that with the group as well. I don't know where this goes. For some reason, my identify spell wasn't able to determine to whom or what this thing speaks, but whoever puts this on can talk to whoever's listening on the other end.
That seems spooky, no? I mean,
Was that the DM? Was that the holy symbol-ish necklace around his neck? Is there a third necklace that we recovered from his chest cavity, or was that the necklace you're talking about?
So if you swiped any of the other necklaces off of him there, they were just shells, things like that, nothing with any kind of magical properties to them. Just the necklace that he had been wearing when he was in his human form as well actually had any kind of magical properties. Hey, Rachel, thank you so much for the sub there. We got some new emotes, so feel free to pop some of those in there. Use them, have fun. All right, and so you got those identified. What are you guys doing?
sleeping.
Sleeping. All right.
I mean, it's night, no? We're still 1 hour, 1 day into Midway, so we come here and we wait.
All
If you
right.
guys are hungry for something, I'm going to go hunt.
You're gonna go hunt?
I'm all for that.
I
great.
am also going to help hunting and attempt to get 2 extra on my own.
You coming? I mean, sure, don't make any noise and we'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
You're muted.
All right. Yeah, I figured that out last moment. Like, oh, I'm saying things. All right, so heading out there, trying to see what there is to catch and everything, keeping in mind that it is still currently raining in the area. So a lot of the smaller wildlife has all retreated into the bushes and their burrows and everything. So having to kind of see if there's anything you might be able to find that wasn't able to get so much cover. Let me go ahead and get a survival check. Is anybody with proficiency in survival helping?
Ragnar, are you proficient?
No proficiency.
No proficiency. All right, so it's going to be a straight roll.
Okay.
Sorry, my bad, what? Survival?
For survival.
I did a 14.
14. All right, so pushing out there.
I got 20.
All right. So
That?
keep in mind, since he's heading the pack there, we're going off the 14.
Okay.
Yeah, because the nat 20, the rule for new D&D is if you're helping someone with a skill check, if you have my brain went blank on the word. If you have someone help me out here. Proficiency, that's the one. If you have proficiency in that skill, then you can give them advantage on the check. But without proficiency,
clarify, I'm helping, but I'm trying to do my pack stuff.
I think you said that you were going to hunt for yourself, not helping others.
So kind of going out there, you've still got a lot in your own head going on, so you're kind of halfway looking for signs of something to hunt, but also still very much in your head. So if there was anything to notice, it might have gone right past you. Now Finvar kind of hunched in a little bit more and looking for some signs of anything. You do come across in the rain here a couple of little puddles where around it there's a few footprints or hoof prints from what looks like some kind of most likely deer. Following that a little further down, near one of the streams where some bushes kind of gathered up and a bunch of trees kind of hang over, creating a little kind of awning. You can see a little doe kind of hunkered down near the stream there, which is rushing by from the water that's starting to come down a little harder now, hunkered under. What are you doing?
I'm looking at Ragnar.
So Ragnar's kind of off doing his own thing. He's not far off from you, but he's looking for his own tracks, which didn't really stumble across, kind of in his own world.
I think he's like on his own. I'm going to grab my spear of returning, my dagger spear of returning, and try to stealthily wait at the door. I mean to hit him.
All right, so give me a stealth check there. First off, trying to close a little bit of distance and get close enough to make a straight roll on the attack.
13.
A 13. And a 13, the doe there. All right, so you're going to beat that. So you're going to go in there kind of hunkering low. Fortunately, the sound of the rain and everything is helping to cover some of your sound as well. You're hunkered down, avoiding any puddles to avoid that little splash that might let them know you're there. Getting a little closer, pulling back your spear. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
So, 14.
14. Toss off, spirals up, slices straight into the abdomen. It spins over, kind of hunches up a little bit, goes for that initial adrenaline run. If you've ever seen an animal, that last little burst of adrenaline starts kind of bucking up a little bit before it falls over right by the what is at this point a little riverbank. So with that, Kill is slain, managed to gather it and drag it back up there. It's not a very big deer. It's a doe. It looks like maybe it's just entered maturity in the past year or so. You drag it back up, and you're gonna get it all skinned out and everything, and cook up some deer. You guys are having deer for dinner.
Going to return at the camp with the deer on my shoulders. Let's go, guys. We're going big today. So we cook it.
Yeah, cook it up.
Actually, while those two are out, and while Ira's across on the other side of camp, taking care of his gear or something like that, I wanted to approach Torin.
Okay.
Yes.
So you guys are off. So you guys are still off kind of in the now receding tree line there with this deer at this point, gathering, getting ready to head back while you guys are gathering up for a chat.
Yeah. Hey, how you holding up?
It's I'm good.
I hadn't seen that guy before. Varen or Varen? What's his name? Varen?
Either one. Dick is a good one.
They seem to know you pretty well. Are you worried at all?
There's always a slight bit of worry. I grew up there. I mean, they raised me. And then they tried to kill me. So,
So we're coming into Midway in a place that I've never been. I just kind of just want to suss out a little bit. You know, you saved me from getting involved in the Silent Shadows, and I really appreciate it. But I also, you know, would definitely appreciate if you know if we're getting ourselves into an area that we got to watch ourselves, or anything we should be on the lookout for. Or do you think we're kind of safe in Midway?
They have a footprint in every place. Not big ones. They have more in some places than others, but you should always expect there to be at least one.
Is there anything we should or shouldn't be doing?
You know, it's kind of hard to say.
Yeah.
I mean, anything we do, Veyron knew we were there before we even got in there. I mean, he knew we were coming in, and I feel like that's going to be everywhere we go.
It makes me worry that they might have infiltrated the Hall of Horns.
It's possible. They either know what's going on in places, or they have a hand in what's going on in places. So the Hall of Horns definitely could have some influence by them.
Well, like I was telling Ragnar with his
Lost sound anyway.
anything that we need to be doing, or anything that we need to be aware of, you know, let us know, because we're all in this together. Can't watch each other's backs if you don't know what's going on.
The best thing we can do for now is, if we do see them, just stay out of their business. At least until we feel comfortable enough to be their business.
One last thing, I know that ring is probably helping you kind of avoid their detection or magical scrying or whatever hold they seem to have on you. But you know, I don't know if you've seen it, but you know that book that I've been looking into that we found way back in Timberdeep with the in that old druid camp.
Yeah.
It hinted that there's some kind of magic. I'm not strong enough to cast it yet. I don't know. I'd have to, hunt it down. But it hinted that there's a magic that can, if cast every day for a month straight, can actually change what you appear to be to various magics and divinations. Basically, it makes you into somebody or something else. I can describe it more if I can find a little bit more information on it, but if that might ever be of interest to you in the future to hide yourself a little bit better, let me know. We can maybe explore that in the future.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely interesting, tempting. But I also don't want to hide forever. I got some revenge that I need to enact. You know, the crow that you repaired wasn't just some wooden crow. It represents Craven. Craven Crow. The guy that brought me into the Silent Shadow. Basically raised me.
Is that the mentor that Veyron was talking about?
It was. So, for now, hiding seems like a good option. Eventually, I think I want to return the crow.
Well, this may not mean much right now because We haven't known each other that long, but I got your back.
And I got yours. And I appreciate it.
I'm going to stop the conversation with the deer on my shoulders. Hey, what's the job? I mean, didn't you make the fire already? I mean, I know it's raining, but I didn't find Ragnar. Is it here? Like,
Thought he went with you.
he went with me, but he went on his own in the middle. I mean,
Yeah.
for sure he's going to hunt a bigger dog than me, so don't worry. We'll wait him out.
All right, so after Ragnar does rejoin and everything like that, did anybody have anything else they wanted to do before you guys cook up the deer, have yourself a good, if not a little bland meal, and then go down for the night?
I'll hold on to the necklace for now, unless somebody wants to try it on. But if anyone wants the spear, it's up for grabs. Or
Does somebody want to try it on? Anybody?
I'm tempted.
I mean,
I already got voices in my head. I don't need to.
It's just a
no one is going
necklace.
to take it. I mean, but I will let you take it. I don't have any to.
Finfar, you were touched by him. I feel like it's only, proper you wear it.
I mean, I did kill it, so I deserve the loot.
Here we go,
We'll
y'all.
just draw our weapons and wait around you to strike in case you turn into some sort of fish creature.
Anybody got some rope?
Wow,
I
I
do.
turned into a fish critter with it.
So the ninja master needs clarification. Is someone putting on this necklace? Is someone putting on this necklace?
I think we're trying to convince Finbar to
Then, no, I won the javelin.
go to Javelin.
Oh, he said no, that's not what I was looking for. All right.
Yeah, I'm not going near like cursed things, fish, like. No.
All right, so you have the spear there. Just keep in mind that the spear, unlike the spear that you have, that one is still strength. Rachel said, "Why is there not a give the DM disadvantage?" Yes, there is give the DM disadvantage. Not that I feel like I should tell anybody, but it exists in there. Where is it at? It's see, give a player advantage.
Everyone loves a villain.
That gives the enemy advantage. It's give the DM disadvantage. Why is there not one to give the DM advantage? There is. It's everyone loves a villain. That's because if you are giving me advantage, you are the villain of this session. You came over here to wreak havoc. All right. So with that, as you guys, eat and kind of divvy up some of the loot from that last fight there, go to rest for the evening. Now, one thing I did forget to do, because your guys' DM is a moron with family woes and all that kind of stuff. I forgot to run our pre-session ad here, so I'm gonna run it right now while you guys go down, take your breaks. So we're gonna take a little bit of an early break, a very brief one. I'm not gonna step away on this one, just gonna do the 3-minute for the ad. And that way, anybody pops in, just so you know, we run this for a very particular reason, because it makes sure that anybody's popping in here, you don't have to worry about ads popping up mid-game while the session is going on. So we organize our ads, we make sure that they go at a certain point, so that way, no interruptions, everyone gets to enjoy. So we're gonna run that now, and we'll be right back. And yeah, stick around because, it's a good game, and we're awesome. Peace. All right. Let's just get everybody in there. No reason to just be my face. All right, we're back. Just had to run that real quick. I had ads for the few minutes and went to subscribe. Oh, well, I mean, it's a good motivator, but at the same time, I always try to make it clear. I care more about running a good game and have people interested and come through and stuff like that. So I try to make sure that barrier isn't there. But keep in mind, we do appreciate the subscriptions. We were just talking earlier that we are just now getting our first little, just reach a threshold to get that first payout. So we're trying to figure out what we are going to put that towards, because everything that we make off this, anything that goes into the Twitch that comes through here, we're just kind of going to be putting back into the stream to improve stuff. So maybe you guys will see some cool updates sometime in the near future. But getting back into things, because folks came here for a game. All right, and so with that, as you all start your next day up, traveling off, heading further along the road here, eventually reaching the outsides of the outpost city of Midway. Now, the walls are built decently tall here, but the inside you can see the wide open gates where wagons are constantly moving back and forth, all kinds of trade moving through this area here. Let's see, I believe I have a
Sweet.
all right. And in this area, this is a sorry, my stuff is acting crazy. All right, so again, the area itself, it is fortified. This place of Midway, it is ran by the merchants, travelers, scouts, things like that, but it's all ran through the guilds, mainly the trading guilds. All sorts of places to shop here. There's stores, there's inns, there's a little bit of whatever you may need. It's not exactly a massive city, but with all the things that move through here, there's plenty of trade to be had. So you guys, whenever you are ready, what would you like to do as you make your way into town?
I'm going to look if I see like a smith or a blacksmith near the like the main road of the town.
Okay, so with that, are you guys breaking up and kind of going your own way to do stuff, or is there anything that anybody's going together? Is anybody going towards to look for a blacksmith with Finvar, or are you guys off kind of splitting ways?
Anyone need something? I mean, I need some new armor. It's not that yours is bad, Ragnar. I know it served me well, don't worry. But I need a new one.
Honestly, I kind of wanted to see what our payout would be before I do any shopping. But fair enough.
So today I forgot we came here for the reward.
All right, and here's an interesting twist. Someone played our Find a Copper and chose me. So as you all are heading into town, you kind of stop about. You can see that one of the traders there pulling his wagon. It's not horse-drawn or anything like that. It's one of those kind of hand-drawn ones, dragging it along there. Out of his pocket, this little jingle of change as the handles bump against it, and a single coin flips out and lands in the mud there. A small child standing over by one of the little fruit stands turns around and sees it, runs over, grabs the coin, picks it up and kind of brushes the mud off it, bites down on it, and then puts it in their pocket. And give me 1 second.
Turns into a giant werebear.
Oh my god. All right, y'all. Rachel, what have you done? What? So anyways, that's what you guys see for the moment. As you begin to split off and go your separate ways, Finvar. Look back at those.
I'm going with Jasper. He's the reasonable one.
I'm kind of in the mood for a new set of armor too, but I'm not sure I can afford it. I just want to see what the Hall of Horns gives us as a reward for this, for the still mirror. mission.
Yeah.
Okay, and so in this location, as you guys are making your way in through the first sets of gates there, you can see off the side, it's unmistakable, a large, tall building there with the symbol of the Hall of Horns hanging over the door, 2 guards out front and a stable off to the side there. So you guys can always head in there if you want to start off that way. What's everybody doing? Are you guys going there first together as a group, or are you going to split off and then head off there afterwards?
Why not go all in? I mean, we are here all
Yep.
together, so
Yeah, my vote's hold together, get our reward, then split up.
All right.
okay. So I'm going in. Does it have guards or something like that?
So, 1 second. So, stepping inside here, a little bit of a ruckus carries on as a number of other warriors here, a lot of them look to be on the younger side, maybe heading out on their first adventures, gathering, looking over the different post boards there, pulling at little slips. A lot of these very small, a lot of smaller, simple adventures here, offering 10 gold, 15 gold here or there. Off in the back, the area there, there's a large, kind of tall desk. At the top of it sits a man there. He looks to be a dwarf, sitting on a stool, so still propped up a little higher. You can see actually the brim or the very top of the desk itself is lower than his actual than his waist is. He sits on this tall stool, stamping things, handing papers along. And whenever you guys are ready, who is doing what? Are you guys approaching the desk, or what's the plan?
I want to talk to a dwarf. I know a dwarf.
All right.
I'm going to reach out to the desk and say in dwarves, say, such a long day, huh?
You said you're speaking Dwarvish?
Yeah, I speak dwarves.
He looks over with a bit of surprise and kind of eyeballs you. He returns back in the same language there, speaking in his homeland tongue there. Oh, you don't know the half of it, do you? It's definitely been a bit more of a ruckus evening. A lot going off in the area. I saw some strange lights not too long ago, but anyways, what brings you here, adventurers?
We came here, well, our group here came for the reward of the Steelmere town mission.
You can see his eyes kind of perk up. Oh, you're that lot. Got it. Let's see here. Reaches over, pulls out a bunch of scrolls and starts rummaging through them. Then pulls one out, holds it up high. All right, okay. So, for my own report there, who wants to tell me exactly what happened?
Then I went to look to Jasper. He's behind me, I guess.
I'm assuming he said that in common, unless he's still speaking Dwarvish, because I don't speak Dwarvish.
He was speaking Dwarvish, but looking amongst you all, he kind of sees the only one, and then he repeats it. And who here wants to tell me what exactly went down?
I'm going to look to Jasper, like thinking he understands Dwarvish, but obviously no.
I'm like,
So he'll repeat it in common to everybody, realizing you guys aren't catching on.
That's it. Sorry.
well, to start, I'll pull out the ceramic jug that's stoppered up and waxed up that contains the watery fish creature, and pop that on and say, well, it turns out that they looks like the local townsfolk were infested by something. And we're all carrying this, I don't know, fish-like tadpole or something inside them. And the priest, there's an evil priest there that somehow infected the minds of this villagers of Stillmere. That's the basics of it.
Well, First off, that's fucking disgusting. This is. I'm gonna ask you to put that back in your pouch there, sir. I don't. Your word was more than enough. I just needed something to fill out the sheet here, but okay. Oh, thankfully I haven't had lunch yet, but that's fine. And he hops down off of his desk there, which when he comes down off the stool, his head is basically down. You can't even see the top of it anymore. And then a moment later, he's climbing back up. And he pulls a box up there, slides it across. Your reward, given the information, you did your job, you found out what happened, and you put an end to it, you said. All right, good.
Priest is dead.
With that, he flips open the chest there and starts quickly weighing out coins, and then puts it all in a bag and pushes over. Total of 1,000 gold. Keep in mind, everybody, because Ira isn't here tonight, but Ira is still with you all at the moment, so he's there to get his cut of it as well. And then, okay, so that's payment for that one. Are you looking for more work as well?
I think it'd be nice to know if there's something on tap that we might be able to do. We're considering a trip onto Harvick, but that's just a consideration. We need to talk about it amongst ourselves. But I don't know about you guys, but I think it'd be nice to know if we had another option.
Doesn't hurt to get another thing.
Well,
Run into it.
In that case, because see, you guys have done a couple of interesting jobs there, so that makes you eligible for some of our more, let's say, priority work. This one pertaining specifically to the war effort. You see, there's a caravan that was meant to make its way up here from the southern part of Velstrand, bringing some wagons with supplies that were to go on to Harvick and then eventually on to the war efforts fronts. Unfortunately, the caravan never arrived. So, by order of the Hall of Horns, we have decreed that a sum of 250 gold for locating the wagons so they can be reclaimed. Or, there's a total of 4 wagons there, 3 of which carry standard supplies. If you return those wagons, 250 gold for each wagon. There's also 1 wagon there reinforced. If it's returned unopened, it's an additional 500 for that one. It was last seen traveling on the south end of the roads there, somewhere before the fork. And, well, that's all we've got to go on for now. It left the city a fortnight and a half ago. Should have been here, about maybe 2 weeks or so, a week or so. Never arrived.
Hey, it's good to know. It's good to know that we've got an option there, and we will certainly let you know shortly after we discuss it amongst ourselves.
All right, well, and he wraps the scroll up, puts some wax on there, and stamps it with the Hall of Horns seal, and hands it over the table for you. Well, there's the information should you choose to accept it, and have a lovely day, gentlemen.
Who commissioned the wagons?
Oh, why, they're commissioned by the Empire. See, they gather gold down there in Velstrand. Mining town, just off the coast. Got some deep mines there, and they gather plenty of it. They get what other wares they can, pack it all up, send it this way, and then once it checks through here, anything going off further into the region, the rest of it is sent up the way to Harvick so they can use it to further support our men on the front lines.
Gotcha. Was just curious.
All right. Nothing wrong with asking questions. If that be all,
To with him while we go out and say him in Dwarvish. See you later, brother.
and talking back in Dwarvish there, and you stay as sturdy as the mountain sun. And he returns back to his work there. And then from there, you guys stepping your way back out into Midway proper. Gold in hand, so if you guys are divvying it up evenly, that's about 200 gold a piece. And then whatever you all hope to do from there.
Well, while we were in there, you said there was a bunch of other like people looking for a job. Did any of them have any like? Sorry, go ahead.
No. I was just saying there's a bunch of young-looking adventurers in there gathering up, getting ready for their first quests.
Did any of them have any unique weapons?
Unique weapons. How so?
Some that are uncommon than others.
Two. One carried a two-bladed sword strapped to their back. Not overly long, probably no longer than maybe a pike, about 3.5, 4 feet or so, with a rather short hilt in the middle of it. And then one carried a couple of pretty intricate looking hand crossbows.
They look like crossbows.
Yeah, they're like little hand crossbows.
Okay. All right. I was just curious.
All right.
Let's see here. So we go each one to 200 pieces of gold, right?
Correct. 200 money dollar bill, y'all.
Okay, so that's 329 gold spending on armor. So let's go to the last one.
You want to split up and do a little shopping and meet back in, say, 3 or 4 hours at the nearest tavern? Look around.
Or here, if you we don't.
Or here?
Just grab a random person. Hey, where's the closest tavern?
Oh, hold on. Oh, okay. That way. The fuck?
What's the name of it?
There's a couple of them over there. I don't know. I fucking pick one guy and he just runs up. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, he said that way.
Not happy feet.
I see. You guys are heading off looking for a tavern?
Yeah.
Looking
I
for
think we
a
should look
tavern?
for a tavern, and then once we find one that we all know where it's at, then we can meet. Yeah,
it's
we'll
fine.
meet there.
All right.
Maybe we could drink 1 or 2 before we go shopping. To like, I don't know if you guys got one. I want to drink as well. Okay. One beer is not going to hurt anybody.
You really love beer and food, don't you?
The simple life. I enjoy it. I like to enjoy it.
I like what I like. All right, so you guys are going off and... Go ahead.
To the tavern, yeah.
Tavern, okay. So making your way up there, again, there are a couple of different kind of taverns and inns here. One of them is actually a combination of the both, a tavern and inn, gathered up there. Really the most respectable looking amongst the bunch there. It has a sign out front that says Wayfarer Hall. All right, do you guys want to go there, or did you want to look for a different spot?
I'm good with
I
it.
like this one.
I think that's fine.
All right.
Yeah.
The name sticks with me. So,
All right.
we go inside.
All right, so stepping in here, there's a number of patrons kind of standing about there. They all, from the look of them, they all look like mostly merchants and such. People drinking and kind of just chatting a little bit. And what are you guys doing?
I would just take a quick look around, see if I see anything that looks familiar.
All right, give me a perception check.
That's a 13.
13. So no, kind of glancing around there looking for, anything familiar. You don't see anything that stands out. Room full of strangers having a drink and carrying on.
I'm going to reach out to the innkeeper and, hey, could you pour us some four beers?
4 beers? Perfect, sounds good. 4 beers. Let's see here. Now, do you have any preference for the beers? We have ales, we have some lagers, we have a couple of, what are those, IPAs? It's a magical time for beer, see? I am something of a connoisseur myself in my younger days. Oh, it was all wine for me, but when I found the true taste of hops. For instance, try this one. It's got a little hint of citrus to it. It's very good. Would you like a round?
Simply ale. Sorry.
Simply
I'll try
ale.
the citrus drink.
One citrus, one basic palate, and the rest of you.
I'm okay for now.
You want something different?
No, I'll take one of those. Take one of the same thing Finvar Draven.
Okay. Well, 2 basics and an extraordinary, and then 1 cup of saliva for the younger gentleman. There we go. Okay. Well, that'll be 2 silvers. You can have the other beer.
And to take out of my pocket 5 silver pieces and to give to him, like, without caring if it's the right amount or anything. That's it. Thank you.
Okay. Well, it's a lot to pay for spittle, but sure. Thank you. Takes the coins and puts them away there and serves you guys your drinks there. Now, the basic beers, you might as well be drinking Bud Light. It's fine, a little watery, but pretty basic. The citrusy one, you're drinking a Blue Moon, basically. You're having a Blue Moon. It's got a little bit of a tang to it, but it goes down nice. It could use an orange. It's missing something. There's something that he hasn't quite discovered yet.
Maybe the saliva.
Well, based off your guys' dinner and the inability to brush your teeth, it still tastes a lot like deer. It's got a very much of a deer,
Guys, one question. I was looking to the beers and where's Ira? He's not here. I mean, did he went already to...
Ira is essentially moving along with you guys. He seems to still be kind of caught in his own thoughts. You guys have caught him once or twice, maybe mumbling something to himself. Kind of sounds like he's working through his thoughts, but he's been very much off in his own headspace, but still present.
And what did you say the name of this tavern was?
This is the Wayfarer Hall.
Wayfarer.
I don't know if it'll help with the taste, but I learned a trick the other day, and I'll cast prestidigitation and make the all the drinks chilled, because I can chill warmer flavor up to 1 cubic foot of non-living material. So, chill the drinks.
Oh, so you guys are having cold beer, which without some magical ingredients is not a common thing. So you guys are living like kings at this point, even with your Bud
Why's
Lights.
my mouth cold? all of a sudden.
Well, since we're having some beers, it might be a good time to just, before we split off and do a little shopping, it might be a good time to talk about, what to do next.
Well, what do we have?
I was like making the numbers around the mission the dwarf said, and it's quite an interesting amount of gold. If we retrieve all the caravans, of course.
It's also tempting to open it.
Yeah, I also thought that, but we will be criminals if we do, so it's not
I've
smart.
been a criminal all my life.
Okay, you buddy, don't worry, I'm a legal boy, okay? So I don't want to be a criminal.
Fair. So we got the wagons. What's the other things we got?
Or,
What about
I
you,
mean,
Ragnar?
that's a little backing up. Just throwing that out there. We do have to back up for that. It is a little south, and then we could go back up. So, I mean, do we want to go directly over there, or?
There, you mean Harvick you're talking about?
Yeah.
That's option 2, Yeah, we could go to Harvick. I can't help but think, though, that the Harvick mission might be just for me. Well, maybe for us, but since Aelor Varn wrote the message specifically to me, I mean, I'm personally interested in it, but I don't want to impose, anything on you guys, because we all have a vote here. So if Harvick is not in our immediate future right away, I'm fine with that. I just like to eventually get there. I would also say that I didn't realize when I started getting into this how expensive it is to be a wizard. So I'm not averse to a little bit of money on the side too. So
I think
Well, go ahead.
getting ourselves a little bit more situated on the money wise, and might be the smarter move.
I need the dollar.
He's gonna Ragnar's gonna just take a quick look at his new saber. Yeah, there's some things that I've learned, and I'm gonna need a little bit more time on the road. So I'm okay with going for those wagons.
here's option 3, if you don't mind me just jumping in real quick, since just to throw as many options on the table before we vote on them. Since Ragnar, you mentioned maybe some learning some stuff, or maybe even some downtime. Something else I learned in this book that I had brought from the library is a way to basically how magical instruments, magical implements are created. I don't know all about this yet. I got to do a little bit more research, aka check the DM. But I think I figured out a way to help Torin. Yeah, Torin. I think I figured out a way to help you be able to see in the dark, like our fellows here.
You and me both.
The only reason I came across it is, Ira, you mentioned the other day that you could cast night vision or dark vision on me, or a spell that would allow me to see in the dark. And then, Torin, you were mentioning that you had some tinker's tools. So me with my knowledge, and you with your tools, and Ira with his spell to allow us to see in the dark. It'd take a few days. I think it would take like maybe 3 days or so, but I think we could probably figure out a way to create some magical goggles that would let you see in the dark, Torin. That's yet another option 3 that we could consider if you wanted some downtime, Ragnar. But on the other hand, if that's too much downtime, I'm all for the wagons myself.
They'll call me Owl Eye. If I could see in the dark, that'd be great. Just telling you, the last few times we fought, it's been pretty dark. I've barely been able to see, but if it's possible,
Well,
for it.
it'd take 3 days and it'd take about 8 hours a day each day. That doesn't mean that we couldn't check in on the wagons in that time, but it would definitely require some dedicated work over those 3 days. So
Sure, we'll need
what
materials
I was
too.
thinking. We could do option 4. I mean, we do downtime, like Ragnar do his thing with the sword or the things he has to train. You do the goggles, and I go locating the wagons by myself, stealthily, without going into big trouble. And then when we know exactly where are the wagons, more or less, we could go together and do it.
Look, Finbar, I have
know.
all the confidence in the world of your ability, but going by yourself,
What's the
I
matter?
don't know.
Okay,
Do
okay,
it.
so I'll train with Ragnar. I mean, I also have things to sharpen out.
Well,
Oh,
let's.
I'm not training, but yeah, sure, we'll go with that.
What do you do then? I mean,
I
how do you get better at a weapon without training? Tell me, please. I mean, I want to know it.
I have certain things I have to do. I'll let you guys know about it later.
Okay, secretism. So
do you need some time, or is this
No,
something you
I
can
mean,
kind of
like-
do on the road?
I can do it on the road. That's what I was saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and I also didn't say it, but I don't mind going to see your this mates person who invited you, Jasper. I don't care if we don't get the goal of the mission. As long as we stay together and doing the things you need, I'm on the right.
Well, what time of day is it right now, Risen?
So from when you guys woke up, kind of walking, it was most of the day there. As you guys were approaching, it was had a couple hours until dawn. Probably have another hour or two before the sun is fully set.
Well, so I say we spend a little bit of time just looking around here, see if we can find anything that could help us, and then hit the wagons up, get a little bit more money, and then go from there. Maybe hit up Jasper's wizard guy. I don't know anything about magic, but I'm sure it's probably going to be helpful.
What do you think?
That's
Jasper?
cool with everybody.
I don't mind any option. So.
All right. So, taking some time kind of heading out into town, man. You guys are heading over towards the market and such to start handling some stuff you want to do there. All right. So, with that, making your way over now. Again, the market's packed full of stuff. There are stalls everywhere with all sorts of things. They are selling books, they're selling carpets, they're selling vases or vases, depending on which you prefer. What is everybody doing? So let's start off with, let's go with Jasper. Jasper, what are you looking to do with this time you have?
Well, I don't have enough to get a breastplate, get an armor upgrade, and some spells. And I think that at this time, maybe some spells are probably a little more useful to me. So yeah, I'm going to be looking to see if I can find a lower level, spell dealer. Looking for specifically spell books instead of spell scrolls, since they don't cost quite as much. But just looking for two, one first level spell and one second level spell.
Okay. So, searching about there, again, there was all kinds of traders here, but it really depends. This isn't exactly a massive major city, so there are places set up that have a number of books out, a number of scrolls and such. So it's kind of like, almost like bargain hunting. You're going through little baskets and everything like that full of these twisted up scrolls. As you're looking through them, you can even already tell some of them are absolute nonsense. Just somebody scribbled, and they're like counterfeits. Give me a investigation check as you're kind of roaming through the markets here and searching through every scroll you can find.
I am going to use one of the dice from the pool of echoes to try to use some of those rolls up.
All right.
Is that okay?
Absolutely. Let's see.
I think
What
we
do
had
we
a
got
12
there?
in there.
And then
let's
if
see.
it's also possible, I would like to help out, as I think Ragnar would be not only looking for scrolls, but anything to give him information about his pact or anything around that. So he'll also be looking at like magical scrolls, and I do have proficiency in investigation.
Okay, so that's going to be up to you then, Jasper, because if you're using that 12 with your own proficiency, that's going to give you, let's see,
18.
Yep, it's going to give you an automatic 18. Or do you want to re-roll with, since he's assisting you, he's going to give you advantage on that. So you can roll another one and see if that happens to come in higher.
Agent's pretty good, but I will definitely re-roll if I have assistance.
Okay, go for it.
Glad I did. Got a 22.
22. So searching through, you find a number of different spells that are actually of use. You find basically exactly what you're looking for. Again, there's anything that you need from levels as high as 3. Basically a bit of everything scribbled down in different ways. It all depends on what you can afford to grab and everything like that. So what level 1 and level 2 scrolls were you looking for?
Looking for augury, which is level 2 spell. And the reason I want augury is it's kind of my first foray into figuring out how I can get answers from otherworldly powers, higher powers, to maybe answer some of the questions that I have regarding these dreams I keep having about fire and rot on the borders of Aradiel, but also a black rot burning from the center of Aradiel, and I have these dreams almost every night. So I think an augury spell would help me with that. So that's the first one I'm looking for. Second one I'm looking for is a first level spell, Find Familiar.
Okay, and so on average there, any of these spells that you're looking for, the base price for them is going to go at, for the any first level spell scrolls sell at a rate of about 75 gold each. Any second level are going to be about 150 gold each.
Okay, yeah. Now, are these spell books or spell scrolls, because they cost an additional 50 gold for me to scribe a scroll compared to a book?
They are scrolls.
Okay, so yeah, I'll just take those two, and that'll basically wipe me out.
All right. All right, is there anything else you're looking to do?
Hey, thanks, Ragnar. I appreciate that. But we found some good stuff. Ragnar was looking for. Ragnar, you mentioned you were looking for a little bit of, I don't know, arcane or even divine knowledge regarding this entity you encountered. Yeah, along with Ragnar, I'm looking for a little bit of maybe a history book or some sort of arcane book that might describe two things. One, I'm looking for any information about Aelor Varn, the Walker of the Hidden Paths. That way I can have a little bit of insider information before we go meet him, or them. And then secondly, any books about Calum, the god of knowledge, the spying god. See if I can find out any. I don't have a lot from my library, so if there's anything I could grab for myself and for Torin about the history of Calum, or any other stories, that'd be good. So
Okay.
just investigative knowledge.
So let me go ahead and get another investigation check. And since you guys are continuing, I'm assuming, looking together for everything like that, kind of trying, knowing what each other is looking for and browsing for each other. Go ahead and give me another investigation, again with advantage on that check there, Jasper.
Ragnar, do you? Okay. All right. Oops, missed the advantage on that, so I'll just roll it again. Probably pretty good though. 23.
Okay. So you managed to find, between the two of you, kind of exchanging books here or there, Ragnar finding a book on Calum, kind of the fundamentals as far as it's like a collection of a lot of the old stories and stuff like that. Something that you might give a young person considering of devoting themselves to the clerics or anything like that. And then you managed to find a book on the hells, the different layers of the hells and who runs and operates those and what stories have been collected on those different layers and those different figures. And then you said you were also looking for, there was one more. What was the third one?
Any information, any reliable information about Aelor Vard, the Walker of the Hidden Paths.
Okay.
Who he is, what his story is.
With that,
basics.
you also find his self-published biography.
Nice.
It's called The Man in the Pointy Hat.
Excellent.
All right. And then Ragnar, as you are looking with him as well, was there anything additionally that you were trying to find? You did find the book on the between the two of you, the book on the layers of hells there. And those books, any of those ones, the one on the book for Calum, that one runs a simple silver piece. It's kind of, like I said, it's a book, a pretty widely distributed one. The other ones run 5 silver each.
5 silver? Awesome. I will definitely grab.
I'll do 6. Pick up those 2 books.
And you said it was just one book for the hells, right?
Yeah, you found a book on, specifically on the different layers. So it's a thick book. It's a tome. Each page, each chapter kind of has a different, different layers. You can see it kind of marked in there where the different layers and how it divides up. And then each chapter just goes into details on, what stories, as far as what mortals actually know about hell itself, what they've collected from those who have gone one way or the other.
Sweet. Yeah, I'll definitely grab that.
Sounds good.
All right. Was there anything else you're looking for there?
Not for me. I'm good. Ragnar?
No, I think I'm good. I was just trying to find literally anything to. Actually, one more thing. I think I'm also going to look for a book on hunting. As I've learned, I'm not the best hunter, and I might have to do that now.
So there are books there that have kind of the basics on hunting. That's not something too hard to find. It's the hard part is finding one that's not just random nonsense they're trying to sell. Are you looking for just kind of a basic, how to hunt for dummies, or are you looking for something more advanced?
Probably something a little more advanced.
All right, let me get an investigation
if I
from
can't
you.
Find it, I'll take one of those. Awesome.
All right. Yeah, you're not able to find
we have a
anything.
pool, right?
Yeah, we do have the pool there. So he already used the
Since we're
D12.
together, could I give him advantage since I'm proficient in investigation? Since he gave me
So
advantage?
he's not finding anything there. So you go to assist, and you can go ahead and give that another roll there if you'd like.
Oh, you're terrible. For the Twitch folks who can't see our rolls, would you roll?
Oh yeah, so the first one was a 4 plus 2, so 6. Second one was a 2 plus 2, so 4.
That's about since you're not using real dice. That's about where on D&D Beyond I go and I change the style of the dice. I'm like, that's your prison. That's my own virtual dice gel. All right. So yeah, you don't find anything more advanced there. All anybody seems to have is just really kind of the basics, how to find tracks, ways to lure in creatures and stuff like that, how to set a simple trap. But that one only runs about another 2 silver.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll grab that.
All right.
Sorry to drag this out one more time. And just FYI, I'm buying 100 gold pieces worth of specialty inks so that I can scribe those scrolls. So.
Okay. Yeah,
that just
and
about
that's
wipes me out.
is easy enough to find there. Going around finding someone who does one of the calligraphy stands and stuff, and finding the specific kind of inks you need. All right.
Great.
And
Thank
then from there, why don't we swing over and with the 2 of them, why don't we swing over and see Torin? What are you up to? What are you spending this time doing?
Well, the first thing I'm doing is since Finvar was talking about going to see a smith, is hand him the spear and see if he'll buy this back, since I don't need it anymore. She got one that comes back to you.
Normal one? I mean, I have
Just a
two
normal
special
one. Yeah, this is the one I had in case you lost one of them. But since you got one that comes back, I don't need it anymore.
Both of them come back.
It's got 2 that come back.
Well, you got 2. Well, then that
Strength
means
index.
You can sell this with. So I'll just hand him just the plain spear just to see if the blacksmith will buy it back.
Okay. So you give that to him to take with him to see if he can sell or whatever he wants to do with it there.
Yeah.
All right.
And then.
Item my inventory.
All right.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna. Torres will start off looking for some knowledge specifically. He's going to recall back to some of the whispers you may have heard back in the Silent Shadows of the talks of cannons on boats.
Okay.
And see if there's any sort of tinkerer or anybody selling anything related to boats like that.
Give me investigation. Let's do what's gonna fit there.
Okay, I'm gonna use heroic inspiration to give myself advantage. And that's 15, but I'm gonna add. I'm gonna use my tactical mind. It's been one of my second wind charges to add a D10 to it.
Okay.
Roll the 1. No, but
All right. So, kind of searching about and everything, you do eventually find a section. This, unlike the more trade-focused area of the market there, this is more warehouses and things being kind of boxed up, put on wagons and such to be shipped off towards the main capital there to be sent off mostly to the war effort and everything. And talking around a little bit, getting what information you can, you do hear that some of the boxes do contain pieces that go to some of the ships. One of the nearby blacksmiths specifically just works on items for the war effort there, and they make the piece of some kind of a weapon that goes on the boats there.
okay. I guess I will talk to that blacksmith if possible.
Okay. All right. So,
And bar there, I guess.
well, so this is actually a different blacksmith than what he would be looking for, because this one, unlike the other, which is off more towards the trade area of town there, This one has no sign hanging over its door there. It doesn't look like there's any kind of foot traffic, people going in and out, nothing like that. When you
That's not a
go in,
blacksmith.
what's that?
That's not a blacksmith. It's like a storage. I don't know, but it doesn't look like a store.
Yeah, it doesn't really look like a shop that's like open just to the general public there. So when you go and step inside, first thing you hear is the banging of a hammer on steel, and you hear a shout out there. We don't take customers. Comes walking around the corner. So if you're here to commission something, I'm afraid my services are already accounted for.
I'm not looking for any services, just some knowledge, if that's okay with you.
Be you an
And I'll pay for
apprentice?
your
Because well, it so happens my time is more than well paid for, so if you don't have something interesting to say, I think this conversation is about done then. I've got work to get to. It doesn't stop.
I'll make sure to compensate for any wasted time that you feel has been wasted. I'm curious, you work on boat parts. Weaponry, per se?
Oh, I see. Kind of looks over you, and exactly what interests it be to you?
I've always wondered how they work. You know, ships have them. They get used. But how does it work?
Well, unfortunately, I don't get to say too much, and what can I say? I don't get much opportunity to boast, but the way they work is of my own particular design. You see, I grew up on the seas, lots of fights out there. We had to make do with what we had. Most ships brought a spellcaster or two, fling spells across, but they can only do so much, so me, being the ingenious individual that I am, devised a little machine that helps to keep things interesting. Hell, it's given us a mighty strong advantage on the seas in this war so far. It's what's kept it to mostly the mainlands up north. Come, let me show you something. And he kind of waves you back to his back area where he was back there working on something before.
I told you it's from a black.
What's that? Oh yeah.
I meant to say, I said you this wasn't a blacksmith. I don't know.
Step into my dungeon down here. Yes. Just put on those shackles right there. Don't worry, they're it's just part of the arrangement here. All right, so it says back there. When you step back, there is in the middle of the room there the anvil. There's the big fire and everything like that, the oven and all that going. But across the walls, there's all kinds of strange trinkets and little odd archaic mechanisms and just little gadgets all over the place, little things you can tell that he's been back there fiddling with. And he walks over and opens a drawer and he pulls out a pretty hefty little thing that he comes over and sets down on one of the desks there. You see this? This is a particular piece of equipment that there's only one person on the planet who can make it. And that person happens to be me. And without this, not one single cannon out on those ships works. So, pretty simple. If you want a little tip for you, if you want to make something that's going to change the world, don't just make it and start selling it, because then they'll just make it themselves. What you do is you make sure there's at least one piece that you don't let them know how to make. Try to take that thing apart, it'll fall to pieces like dust. You'll never know what's going on inside. So I make these, send them off, they build the rest, keeps it going. But you were wondering how it works, so it pulls a little part of it down there. You see it kind of crank open. You see, when they put the balls in, it slides back, locks into place. When they ignite it, releases, pushes everything through. All the pressure fires it off from the back end. It's a beautiful piece of technology, if you say so myself, which I do.
It is. It's definitely piqued my interest. I don't intend on selling it. It's more personal use. But how many people you think it takes to use one of those? 2, 3 maybe? To use a cannon?
Well, it's generally a two-man
One
operation.
very long time?
Generally a two-man operation. They load it up. They put in some of the special powder that makes it work. Crank it, take aim, fire. It's pretty simple to use, honestly. This one is simple when you really look at some of the things I've been working on. You want to...
Did he open the pouch to like show what the thing was?
Yeah, he set it on the desk there. It's this
Good.
large thing. It almost looks like when it's closed, it looks like almost like a mechanical kind of hollowed out Pac-Man type shape to it. You know, a little one little slice of it missing out. But when he cranks it open, you can see where it opens up to a little half, almost like a bowl shape, where the cannon locks back into it before it locks it in place until it's fired. When it would let that go, of course, it needs the barrel of the cannon for the pressure and everything. This is just kind of the mechanism he's built for it. Keep in mind, everybody, this is not how cannons work in the real world.
No.
Just so you know,
your
we're not
names?
that foolish, all right? I'm making shit up. Relax. I know.
What was your name again, sir? If I may ask.
Sam. Sam West.
Sam West. Name's Torin.
Pleased to meet you,
I
Torin.
think you're the only one that can make these.
Oh,
What if
I've
you
made
made
it
one
quite
smaller?
specifically that way.
What if you can make one smaller?
I like the way you think, lad. Smaller, you say, and he reaches over. Would you like to see something very interesting?
Please. This piqued my interest a long time ago, and I haven't had time to look into it till now.
And he reaches underneath that desk there. Not a drawer. It looks like something just strapped underneath the table there, hidden away, and pulls out a large rolled up piece of paper that he rolls out on it. On there, all kinds of strange calculations you don't quite understand just browsing at it, but the simplified version of it really is just not only a way to, like, the first part of it is a way to reduce the size of the cannon itself. The next part is more like a fixed mechanism to reload the cannon, which also has its own calculations on how to reduce the size of. I'm working on something that I think could change everything. I think we put these in the hands of our men once it's done. Oh, those damn Calrathians, they won't know it hit them. We'll wash over them like the worst tidal wave in all the lands. But, running into a bit of an issue here. Let's see this. The metals I have aren't quite up to snuff. I've tried everything. Steel, copper, gold. None of it seems to work. And the one I haven't yet tried, well, in these tough times, it's a bit harder to come by. Plus, if I were to go through my normal channels, then, well, let's just say, if some of the lords got wind of this, then I worry about what they might do with that information. So I'm trying to play this as close to the chest as I can. But I do need somewhat of a partner in this matter, as well as something of a, to put it lightly, guinea pig. So, I would say this, I get a good feeling about you, and you have an inquisitive mind that reminds me of my own. If you could bring me what I need to build my machine, then once I get my prototype working, maybe I give you some time to test it out.
I like that idea. Is it possible you could maybe teach me a few things, not all of your secrets, just enough in case if I needed to fix it on the fly, or if something were to happen while testing it, I could maybe try to fix it and then bring you back to knowledge.
Well, I've got two things you can start with here. He pulls out another little book there. Says, fortunately, I'm a man who tends to make copies of things. You never know when a fire in a place like this can go up and burn all your research, so this simple copy, instructions on some finer details, and this, a bit of a prototype, and he reaches and lugs up another, set something on the table there. It is from a relative kind of a side on it, looks like a blunderbuss, only larger, bulkier. It might as well be a small cannon. This was my first attempt. Yeah. It's well, let's just say it lacks a certain elegance, but it's got one hell of a kick to it if you've got the spine to stand your ground with her.
I can work with it.
Well, it'll give you a chance to fiddle with that book a little bit. And, well, get used to how things work before we get this next one going. Oh, yes.
What do you need? What's the metal you need?
Oh, I do have a tendency to get a little forgetful. Well, if you could bring me...
That's why you need me.
At least one ingot of mithril. Oh, then we'll be in business.
Any leads on where I possibly could find it?
Well, the hard part is that any known sources these days are all sent off to the war effort. Make sure the higher-ups have the shiniest armor that money can buy, and other little doodads here or there that make them feel safer. But if one should happen to come across these mines, and maybe a little bit of the abundance happens to, let's say, fall off a wagon, well, then we can make things happen. Unfortunately, the nearest mithril mine around here is closer to Harvick. It's a bit out of my way there.
I know how to get your mithril.
Well, be wary. The mines there are ran by dwarves, and, well, they're a feisty bunch. If they see you steal anything, I mean, they'll take your hands. Just so we're very clear on this. And if you throw my name out there, know this. I'm the only one who can make this mechanism for the lords there, and so I'm probably gonna be okay. You'll be in trouble. So, and I'll deny everything. Don't take anything by it. But I don't need anything interfering with my work. I just want to fiddle with things.
Don't worry. I already forgot who you were.
So did I. We're on the same page. Perfect.
Weird.
Me too.
Thank you.
What was it, Adam West?
About your mithril.
Adam
And this
West.
blunderbuss.
Go ahead.
This blunderbuss, whatever you called it, thing. How's it work?
Well, he grabs it and he is basically dragging the end of the barrel as he's holding on to the back end, kind of dragging it back behind him. Follow me out this way, and he takes it out back, sets it up on a stump there with the tree that's been cut down, kind of anchors it in there, and then loads it up. It's got a ball about the size of a fist that he loads in there, pours in some powder at the back end there, pulls a little lever, and then when he gives it another extra pull, there is a massive just boom as the thing flips over and he jumps out of the way. The blunderbuss flies back and smacks against the wall there. At the distance, a wall that looks to be an inner layer of some old wall before the larger ones are put there just explodes with rubble everywhere. A couple of it raining backwards, little pebbles hit your cheek here or there. He is crawling up off the ground there. So you got the gist of it?
I think I might be flying farther than you did.
Yeah.
So you got any sort of, what's this thing? You loaded it. Do you got any extras?
Oh, I've certainly got extras. And he goes over and opens up a crate there out back. And the crate itself is just full of these iron balls. Now, how you're going to move them about, that's, dare I say, a bit more of a you problem, but I can give you a bag.
How much does the bag weigh?
A bag itself, one sack, that the most it can hold in one sack is about 3 of these before it's too heavy that it'll rip through the bottom. And then one bag itself is, these things are about 10 pounds each. So one bag is about 30 pounds.
How much does it weigh, the box, entirely?
The blunderbuss is about 40 pounds on its own.
No, I mean the balls, like the ammunition.
Oh, the ammunition, each ball is about 10 pounds. A solid,
Put an 8 in strength. That's
a
crazy.
solid ball of.
I mean, I can. I don't know if I can drag it out of the blacksmith, but I can use my my channel divinity to buff my my carrying capacity. So maybe I can. I don't know. Take some.
So this isn't the blacksmith you'd be looking for. So you're off somewhere else there. So later on, when you guys meet back up, if you want to offer to help him carry some stuff, you can do that. But you guys aren't together at the moment because you were looking for like a blacksmith for armor and stuff like that. So it wouldn't have led you over here.
Okay. I think I was following Torwin.
Do you want to be there? I mean, again, it's not anything like what you were looking for.
I mean, I was with him in my mind all the time, like.
Okay, for sure. So that's all right.
I'm seeing the spectacle.
So we'll just take those 2 threads and we'll just knot them together in the middle there, and bam, you've been there all along. Look at that. Love how that works. All right, so you've been there. So you're gonna offer to. So you guys kind of going back and forth to figure out how you're gonna carry all these. Now, there's probably inside of the crate there's probably like 50 of these things. You can take as many as you would like. With that, I think, yep. All right, it's about time. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna run another break here while they decide how they're gonna split things up, so we can hit the restrooms and all that good stuff. And then when we come back, we'll take care of anything Finbar's doing, figure out where we're going from there. And yeah, thank everybody for coming and joining us. Hope you are enjoying the game. This is more of a down session, so we're getting some stuff done, y'all. You gotta have your down sessions. Listen, don't skip your down sessions. They matter, all right? And we're gonna run our ads. Again, ads are specifically for anybody who's coming through. You don't have to deal with those pre-roll ads, things popping up while we're playing. we get it all out the way for you. So we'll be right back with the Strife of Aradiel. BRB. And back in. What is up, everybody? So there are 2 reward things also. I don't know if they came to your side. Let me see. Maybe I missed those. Let's see. Did the pickup? Oh, we had a weather. So let's see what the weather's going to change up. Let's go ahead and get that one in there first.
How about 114 carrying capacity? Oh, man. 120 is max.
I got the. What's mine? 165 is mine.
So with the weather, with the weather there, as the evening has come in, now the rain and everything has already faded out, but with all that moisture out there, it starts to get very hot and humid, and there's this kind of misty fog that sits in all the streets there. At this point, it's getting darker, so some of the stalls are starting to clear out a little bit, but the night is still active. Looks like there's a lot of places that stay open throughout the evening there, but it's getting a little, a little chilly out there as the night's going on there. I just said 2 things. I said it's getting warmer, then it's getting chilly. It is getting chilly. Let's go ahead and clarify that. I said two alternate things. All right, and then swinging back in there, we are in the market. Why are we still playing that stuff? So swinging back in there, and then so you got your the blunderbuss prototype, Finvar. You being there with them now, what is it that you're looking to do?
I want to carry as much of the cannonballs as I can to give extra ammunition to Thorin. I mean.
Okay, yeah. So in between time or whatever like that, you guys can figure out how you want to divvy those up between each other. What is it that you're trying to do in the game for your character and stuff?
I was searching for a armor piece, like if a medium armor or like light armor with a silver leather armor, but basically a blacksmith.
Blacksmith, okay. Yeah, so thinking about it's not hard to find blacksmith and everything there. The one that after leaving there and kind of heading back over towards the trade areas and stuff, you soon hear a number of different clinking hammers going off, and then moving around the first one that you see there, it's called Iron Rights Forge. A little sign actually hanging out front of this one, and inside you can see it's mostly an opened up kind of area there, overhead canopy in the back there without anything over it, brick built kind of kiln there, fire going off everywhere, and the hammer banging. The dwarf, tall for a dwarf, but still on the shorter side, probably coming in around 4'8" or so, big brilly beard over there banging away at a set of swords that are sitting on his anvil right there.
Hello? Sorry?
Yes, hello. What do you need? What can I do for you?
Well, gentlemen, I was looking into a piece of armor. If you have some already made parts.
I've bit of everything, bit of whatever you need. He points around and you can see there are all different sets of armor. Any of the basic stuff is all set up here. I can also do custom work if you need, but it takes a bit longer. What exactly is it that you're looking for?
I was looking into studded leather or moving leather, basically, and one more iron on myself. You know what I mean.
Studded leather, you said? Okay, I got some of that back here. Goes back and pulls out a nice little leather set there. See, just showing you the leather itself. Got some of this in not too long ago. It's nice, it's sturdy, it's strong. And then he pulls out the actual armor itself. As you can see, it went along it. Steel studs placed upon any point of danger. Keep you nice and safe everywhere that matters. And then everywhere else, this leather itself, it's tough, but oh, it's got a good twist and stretch to it. Plenty of mobility. I can let go of the set here, 45 golds.
Without even thinking, I'm going to grab 45 gold. There you go. It's what I needed. I mean, I'm not looking for anything else.
All right, well, here you go. He grabs it all, kind of has it. Do you want me to have this delivered to you, or are you wearing it out the store?
I will wear it from the store. I don't think it's needed. Don't worry.
All right, well, I got a little curtain set up over there, please. Don't hang dong in my store, please. Lots of fire everywhere. It could end badly for you.
Okay. So I'm going to change.
All right, so you go in there and you remove the armor, then doff. That's the proper term. I couldn't remember is it undoff? Is that the doff is to put it on? I don't know.
No, doff is to take it off.
Doff is okay. Doff is take it on, or take it off. So you doff your current set, don your new armor, and get it all geared up. So go ahead and switch your gear over to the studded leather. He takes the 45 gold, pockets it. Looking at the gold there that you so easily separated with, are you sure there's nothing else I can do for you? Now, you know, I could add on some fancy pendants there for you. Maybe I've got a friend who does leather work and add some nice etchings.
Don't worry, I don't need anything fancy. As long as it's functional, I'm good with it.
Oh, what about this over here? See, I had a Lord actually request this one, but he never came to pick it up. You ever heard the term piss in a pot? Well, if you need to piss in a pot, this is the fanciest pot you could possibly have. It's made out of sterling silver. Let's see, you got some gems encrusted in here. When you need to piss, this is the pot you want.
I don't want to be rude or something, but I really don't need anything else. Don't worry.
Oh, I understand. You know, you need what you need. Now, what about these? I got in a nice new crate of, they call them whistles. Say that this one doesn't work, but trust me, in an emergency, best thing you could have. They're all the rage in the city. All the kids have them.
Do I look like a kid?
I mean, I get a very childlike essence, a spirit from you, if you will.
I mean, I'm not a kid. I'm like 45 years old.
I understand. It is a bit childish. It is a bit, you know, but everybody needs a time to relax. Now, how about this? Listen. I'm gonna let you in on something. This hasn't even hit the streets yet, right? They're just focus testing these, but they're gonna be all the rage very soon, and you can get on the floor ground with them. It's called Ball in a Cup. Look, it's very simple. Watch. I haven't quite gotten it down yet, but close. Little more. There it goes. See. Hours I could spend with this. Hours, I'm telling you, and I can let go of the whole box of them for all 20 gold. All yours. You know how much you can make selling these individually out in any of the cities. All you do is you carry it around, make a little here or there. I'm telling you, Ball of the Cup, it's gonna be the big thing.
Listen, I like you, boyfriend, but I'm not really interested. Sorry. I mean, I could play with you if you want, but I'm not going to buy that for 20 gold. I know what is 20 gold. Like.
All right.
Like,
Well, if you're not here to buy anything, go ahead and move along. I appreciate your business. It's been lovely hearing from you. Come back anytime. We're open all the time. We don't sleep. We don't eat. We just build. And he turns back over and starts banging away on his. All right.
You have fun. You look like a slave here.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. That sounds like brokey talk to me, but you know, whatever you say.
Okay, so have a good day. Building and forging.
Uh-huh. Whatever you say there. Come back when you've got some damn money. I feel like Finbar wants to fight a blacksmith, y'all. Y'all better find him. You about to start some shit.
I don't want to fight him. I'm just, I don't know, he doesn't want to be my friend. He doesn't want to sell me something stupid, so. It's okay, I buy the armor. I'm going to go find Torvin if he's near me.
Oh, yeah, so I assume unless you went off elsewhere, you went with him?
Yeah, I would have been waiting outside.
Okay. Yeah, so Torin is there, just standing outside.
Cool is this piece of armor. I mean, I could lend back the piece Ragnar gave to me, but
Yeah, I've seen him glow with fire. I don't know if leather and fire mix very well.
I'll let him decide. I'm not going
Yeah,
to think about it.
I don't know how magic works, but I saw fire and he was shirtless, so I'm guessing he doesn't think leather is good for that.
Ragnar just be out there aura farming.
Yeah.
Did you sell the spear?
Oh, I forgot.
Nah, it's okay. You'll probably throw this one somewhere.
Yeah, I'm going to forget that it doesn't return, so it's going to be.
Use it when you're hunting.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go.
I will use it carefully as well.
Well,
Okay, so
I don't know how I look lugging this big thing on my back, but maybe we can go back to the tavern.
you look kind of funny, but yes.
I mean, you are essentially halfway crouched over. You're like this, like just trying to support it on your back. Like, all right, well, anytime now.
Really, are you sure that you don't need a hand for?
Yeah, no, I'm not encumbered yet. I think I can handle this.
Torin hits them squats. Never skip leg day.
Maybe this will help me get a little stronger, carrying this thing around.
All right. So with that, at this point, the sun has gone down. It's dark outside. A little bit of mist sitting out there. There is still some shopping going on. The areas around the taverns and the inns and everything like that have a bit more activity going on there now. And are you all regathering? And if so, what are you guys doing? Or if not, what are you guys doing? Hey, what are you guys doing?
We are regrouping.
Find a room for a night. Y'all good with that? Did everybody come back at this point?
We agreed to meet on the tavern 3 hours past, so I guess we are.
In the Wayfarer Hall. So
Yeah.
I guess we'll be there.
All right. So gathering up there. So
sounds good.
for all of you, are you guys getting your own rooms, or are you guys just getting one large room to bunk for the night?
I could sleep on the veranda.
Denmark will be like the guard dog at the front of the door.
Look, I think we just found our next emote, y'all. We got Finvar eats. Now we need Finvar sleeps.
Yeah, what's the common room cost versus like a smaller room for us? Difference.
So getting your own rooms, it's going to run you each about 5 silver, or it's about 1 silver each if you guys just get one of the larger rooms. It's not huge. It's enough space for really you're not even sleeping in beds. At that point, you're just kind of floor space where you can lay down your bedrolls and such.
Well, we were needing to save money, so.
I want to save money, but on the other hand, we were almost eaten by an island, so I'm okay with sleeping in a nice bed tonight.
We've earned it, damn it.
Yeah, we've earned one night of niceness, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'll cover everybody's rooms since I didn't really spend anything.
Torn Daddy
Unless
Warbucks
someone
over
may-
here.
Well, unless Sam Man charged me for that.
I mean.
No, he did not charge you for anything over there.
Building.
Okay, it's about 2 gold for everybody in a room. Okay, marked it off.
All right, cool. So yeah, you all get your own rooms there. Now, the section of this, when you go inside, they're kind of walking off that way. It's a little separate area. Little back path leads over to kind of a little cluster of these bungalows or bungalows, however you pronounce it, outside, kind of surrounding each other. A fire pit off in the middle, so there's kind of a common area to it with these little shacks there. When you go inside, the rooms themselves, they're maybe 10 by 15, but they do have some nice, looks like goose feather beds inside. So very nice place to go and lay your head after being on the road for so long. A little bit of space outside there for, and it's not just you guys, there's a couple of other people staying in these rooms. So a couple of them are already sitting out by the fire there, kind of cooking something up before going inside. And are you guys just going down and resting for the night?
Yeah, can I spend like a few minutes just skimming through that book, see if there's any information on that fire powder, like what it's made of?
So looking through the book there, go ahead and give me an intelligence check.
I'm gonna use lucky to give myself advantage. Because I need it.
I don't think you do.
I am not intelligent.
Torin is brilliant.
If I can find my lucky feet, where is it? I'll just roll advantage and then mess with it later. Uh, 19, and then I'm gonna use my last tactical mind, second wind charge to roll a d10 on top of that. Makes it a 22.
Very nice.
All right, so going through it all, kind of breaking down what it is actually made from. It's a combination of some mostly pretty basic elements there, a little bit of charcoal, a little bit of sulfur, and then one not quite as common, but still not exactly extremely rare. It's a little bit of nitrate, and it's got the specifics kind of in there as far as the proper way to not only, ratios to which to mix them, but also the proper way to handle them so that you don't, blow your eyebrows or more off.
I like my eyebrows. Okay.
How will they know I'm surprised? All right. Anybody do anything else?
Yeah.
Scribing scrolls.
All
There
right.
you go. Oh, yeah, good.
So I don't know why, but I imagine Jasper in his room, laying on his bed with his feet curled up, just sitting there like a girl writing in her journal.
Yeah, I got my Hello Kitty charms. Yeah.
His legs are kicking the air behind him.
Yeah, right. Just kicking back and forth. He's singing
Got
punk songs to
my
himself.
Cat ears headset on. Yeah.
He's in there singing No Doubt. All right. All right, Ragnar. And then what are you doing?
A couple of things. I'm going to. We all have separate rooms, right?
Yeah, you do. You all have your own little
okay.
bungalow.
So
Bungalow?
I'm going to take a magic action and cast Find Familiar
Okay.
to get a pseudo dragon, and I'm going to basically on the floor draw like a ring or a circle, and it's gonna come up in flames, and this pseudo dragon is gonna appear there. So I'll have this little tiny pseudo dragon.
All right. And with that, as the symbols that you've kind of drawn in the ground there kind of light up, this little sparkle of flame goes around the outer rim of the circle before it kind of comes off like a little line, a little almost a snake before it starts to fill in, kind of plumping out, almost like someone blowing up one of those long balloons. It starts adding more and more detail and feature until you have yourself a little pseudo dragon that drops down, looks up at you, give me a familiar creature that it would have like character. Is it moving like a feline, like a canine? Is it maybe it's like a ferret?
No, it's definitely gonna be like a little cat.
Like a little cat. All right. So
personality.
So it has a very feline-like kind of presence and stance to it there, but of course, having that those dragon-like details on there as well. The long tail that comes down and wraps around it before it goes over, looks up at you, and then starts brushing past your feet like a cat does, winding back and forth before sitting back down and kind of just looking at you.
Yeah, and he's gonna be he's gonna have like his body is gonna be green, but his like the tips of it turns into like red fire. So he'll like almost imitate my actual fire.
All right, nice. Got a name for it?
Not yet. Haven't come up. I will. Maybe through we'll figure out a name.
Hey,
Call him Buddy
shithead.
for now.
Hey, shithead. All right. Right on.
And then I'm gonna have him keep an eye out in the room as I now start reading my definitely the survival book. I'm gonna start reading that one first.
All right, and then almost in a way, if you're familiar with I forgot it, Spyro, the way he kind of glides, it moves around, leaps up on a couple surfaces like a cat before it gets to one point where it kind of glides across and lands on the little door sill there, where it kind of just leans in, lays down, looking over the room there, just watching. The only light at this point is the flicker of the flames from the pit outside coming into the little single pane window, and a little glow from your familiar's eyes that sits over the door sill. All right, what's everybody else doing? Finbar, are you sleeping or eating?
I'm sleeping. I mean, I just said someone was cooking something on the fire before, so...
So you went out there to go... Hey, what's cooking? Good looking? What's good?
Yeah, I was going to see... I mean, what's he cooking, or what's the person that's cooking us as well, and then after cooking I go to sleep, and that's it.
So going over there, it's a nice older couple who's sitting over there, both of them white-haired and just sitting down there. They've got a small kind of a carrying basket sitting off beside them where they're taking these little hunks of meat. It's almost like they're roasting s'mores, but with meat. These little long sticks that they're holding over these little roasts there. The roasts themselves, you can see they've got some kind of wax paper where it's sitting in there marinating in some kind of spices and different sauces they have mixed up there. Very friendly, very, welcoming and happy to share their food. You take a bite of it. I hope you like spicy food, because these spices are spicy. You don't know if ghost peppers exists. They put it in there. They must have, because it is hot.
I mean, I do love spicy food, but my ass do not.
Hey man, I know your pain, man. I know your pain. It's not fair. I'm getting older, and all the things I love want to hurt me. Why? What is happening? All right.
I want to eat with them. I don't mind eating spicy food.
All right, yeah. So sitting out there, enjoy a nice meal with this older couple, very friendly. They just kind of a little bit of chit chat back and forth. They're just travelers. They, grew up mostly in Harvick when they were younger, but since then they've kind of wandered the world a little bit, and now they're heading back home, getting their older age, so they're kind of trying to head back to Harvick to find some simple work they can do at their age and just settle down.
Okay, so later on the conversation, I'm going to like go to sleep directly after saying goodbye, and I'm going to lay down on the floor, like dead asleep. Boom, and that's it.
You're gonna sleep on the floor? You have a bed, man. You have a nice bed.
I don't need it. I prefer the routine of.
All right, he said no. I want the ground. I get it. I'm a floor sleeper myself. That's a hard combination of words. Yes. So you go in there, maybe look at the bed, say no, grab a spot of pull up some ground, get comfy, go down for the night. Was anybody else doing anything throughout that night? So you were going through that book, you called your familiar and then went to sleep. You were doing your scrolls and your book and everything. And then you had a nice little meal and then went in there to get some sleep. Anything else?
I mean, I want to do like the exercise routine, but in the morning. Before,
Okay.
After sleeping.
Then he wakes up and like Batman, he starts making with the push-ups and the crunches. All right, for sure. Give me an athletics check.
I mean, as I wake up in the floor, I get up and start doing push-ups. 11.
11. All right. Get up, get a good kind of work in there. You know, you're feeling some of your muscles there a little sore. The past few days, you've certainly been working and everything like that. So you get into pumping there, but it's one of those kind of those half workouts where, you know, your day has just exhausted you so much already that you're trying to force yourself through it. You finish, you do everything you're supposed to do, but it's one of those like you have to push yourself through to even get to that last set. All right, and then next day has come. Everybody is together there, back in town. What's everybody doing? What's the plan here, gentlemen?
Well, guys, I got this thing. Pull it out. Giant half cannon.
Jasper and Ragnar, I advise you not to be on the other side of the thing that has Thorin. It's explosive.
What do you mean?
Oh, and
this
you
side
guys
with the
also have a
hole?
memory trigger in there. My bad, Rachel. I was looking at the one, we did that one, but we didn't get the memory trigger. So you guys do have a memory trigger floating out there if you need it.
Yeah, I'll do this one. If none of you guys have it. I'll say when I summon my little cat-like pseudo dragon, Ragnar's gonna think back to his time when he was wealthy and when he was living under the Lord and everything of the area, and not being able to have pets and always having to train and study and learn and never comprehending and just seeing people outside, like the nearby village of children playing with squirrels and animals or whatnot, and finally he has his own like pet.
All right, and with that, you know, you recall, you know, everyone having these little animals, your family being very strict, not letting anything of that around. But you do recall one other time when, you know, one of the somebody of higher regards visiting your family there had their own little familiar. Recalling getting some time as they were all distracted, unusual for you to have a moment to where you didn't have eyes directly on you, and maybe playing with a similar familiar. Not the same, yours has its own characteristics, of course, but something similar. And having that time, maybe that memory kind of implanted in there. All right, and then What are we doing for the day, gentlemen? What is the plan? You guys have options? I think you guys have done everything you mentioned before about wanting to do around the town, but if there's anything more you want to do, now is certainly the time to do it.
Time to hit the road, no? Go north or go south?
Are we hitting the caravan or the wagons that were lost? Is that the plan?
Talking about the wagons, Torrin. Prior the Southwest mentioned like the
Who?
I don't know.
Just give you a little nod. Like,
I mean, in the
I
conversation,
know who you're talking about. Yeah.
he talked about retrieving one of the caravans. So maybe I thought maybe inside there was the mineral like that he needs. Why
Possibly.
it's so expensive?
He said it's from the mine. These wagons were from what the Hall of Thorns guy said. From the mines. Could be, but there's some in there. Thing is I think it's behind the locked one. So ultimately it's up to everybody if it's okay if we open it and say we found it opened.
And it
I wonder
I don't know how you
begins.
feel about that, Finvar.
I didn't want to open it, but
Oh,
maybe if you need to open it,
well, I have a way of opening it now.
well, first we have to find it, yeah, and then we kaboom it. So
It's just to loop y'all in, Jasper and Ragnar. This thing I got in my back, kind of something I've had an interest in. And the guy that made this said he could teach me a little more if he has a bar of mithril. Now, I don't know if y'all know much about it.
Oh.
Mithril is used for more of the higher up equipment. The lords, generals, you name it. And usually if anybody's found with it, there's questions asked. And I'm thinking that wagon that's sealed might have one of them.
Well, I see what you're putting down. And I'm
Now-
gonna, like, tickle my pseudo dragon's like
Oh.
little neck.
You got your new friend there. We all got new friends, I guess.
what the fuck is that, Ragnar?
Now I do have a name, by the way. Everyone,
Fucking
meet
Finbar, bro.
Demon. Is everyone?
Demon?
He's
Yeah.
called Demon. I mean,
Oh.
it has a stinger. Be careful with that. I mean, I'm afraid of bees.
But I know that he said that if it's open, we lose some money. I actually didn't spend any money, so I'm willing to fork over some of my money to balance it out for you guys if we open it.
It was how
think-
much? 500 for that one?
500 if it was sealed.
I'm
I
gonna
think
guess.
250 if it's unsealed.
Yeah.
'Cause it
I'm
was
honestly
250 per
okay with
wagon.
losing that if it gets you some better
mean,
stuff. And all
I feel
of
like
us
you have to
maybe.
see how. I feel like you see how this thing works. You might want to
You better
open the
don't.
wagon.
You don't want to know.
Did y'all not hear the explosion while you were in town?
I think we had our heads buried in books. And that's, and I was listening to No Doubt, so I didn't hear anything.
What is that? Is that a bar tab? Is that like a bar song? Tavern music?
Yeah, bagpipe rock. Yeah.
Oh,
Why is that fit so fucking perfectly? Why is that so funny? Oh my gosh.
Finbar.
Yeah, I'm
you
all
got new
for
armor.
checking out the check out the wagons. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. I was just had a question, Finbar. You had that armor, and if Ragnar doesn't want it back,
Oh yeah,
I have a use
Ragnar.
for it. If he doesn't want it,
Ragnar, I buy the new armor, so I feel the need
Oh,
to
yeah.
give it back to roll one.
What
Use
were
the
you
medium.
gonna do with it, Tord?
it wouldn't be armor anymore. So if you don't want it, I can just go get another one. It's no big deal.
Nah, you know what? Yeah, use it. That's fine.
Basically, I have an idea for this thing on my back. It has some crazy kickback, so if I can find the materials, so you can attach some handles to it, put a leather strap over it, and sling it over my shoulder, make it a little bit easier to hold, maybe.
Okay, so are you taking
like
some
it's a
time to
leather
try to
tip.
tinker with that?
It's up to everybody. We can go see the wagon now. We can do that later. But that is what I was going to do with it.
In the breaks we make along the way, it's possible. We can help you if you want
Yeah.
as well.
I say there's no rush on it at all. I probably won't be able to
could-
use it.
Go find the wagons first, or no? Or are we Jasper? Are you
I'm gonna-
doing
we're-
it the first thing?
Are we in a room like away from people?
I mean, at this point, unless you guys went to one of your particular rooms, and I would assume you're out in the kind of the area where the fire pit was, which currently there's nobody about there. Anybody else seems to have gotten up and headed inside for whatever breakfast they're serving in there.
Cool. If there's no one like within earshot, or at least, look, mithril it's really rare. It's really useful. Ragnar, I feel like would know about this. He's from a mining town too. I'm kind of with Torin on this one. Well, I think
You
we'll
think
get
it's worth
way
more?
Yeah, 100%. Far
Well-
more than 500 gold, or 250 really. If we could still get.
Are you thinking that it's in this fourth wagon, or is this something
That's my
else
guess.
somewhere else I'm missing? Oh, okay.
It's my guess. I mean, we could open it and there'd be nothing in there of value. But it would make sense coming from a mining place, is what Ragnar was saying.
Well, I can't guarantee it, but I have a couple ideas of how we might be able to bypass anyway, find a way to get into the wagon without breaking the seal. I'm not exactly sure. I don't have all the skills and abilities that would be easiest, but I have a couple ideas. So when we see it, maybe we can take a look and try some things out.
I can always lockpick it, but we do run the risk of it showing signs of tampering.
Yeah.
Or I can
I
just
think the
blow a
most
hole
important
straight
thing
through
is we got to find them first. So
it. That's true. Wait,
All right,
you're talking
and
about writing down.
FYI, Jasper, Rachel has given you inspiration on your next roll.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. It's awesome.
Nice.
Sorry,
Just
sorry.
you were talking
I
about
know I need
writing
to add
down.
name tags for everybody. I'm the worst, y'all. I'm the worst.
You're talking about you're having to write down stuff in your book. Did it cost you much to do that?
Yeah, I have to buy special inks because the way this I'm finding out the way this works is it requires special inks to imbue the pages with power that I can absorb on a daily basis. So it gets kind of expensive, but yeah, it is what it is, and this is the path I've chosen so far. So
Well, here's 100
Okay.
gold. Go get you 2 more of those.
oh no, hold on to
It's-
that.
I don't-
because
Well, I want you to have it in case we find anything, and then you don't have to come back to town to use it. If anything,
we'll see how it
just
goes.
take me back later if need be.
If we end up creating
I
those
want you-
goggles for you or something like that, that's going to be kind of on the pricey end too. So, but I'll put it in escrow. How's that?
That sounds good.
Thanks. So, do we have any information about these wagons, or do we need to go back to the just to get some basics?
So what you all know is where the wagon was coming from, which was in the city down to the south, Velstrand, and going along the road there, the coastal road, and somewhere between there and here, it just never arrived. So your best hint going to start would be somewhere off the road, between here and there.
Okay, so we do a patrol around the way and search for anything strange or the missing caravans.
All right.
Sounds
But
good to
yes,
me.
you have to. We could go together and like search in group, or we could split up. But I think we'll have a better chance going together.
Yeah, let's take a look.
All right.
How far of a trek is it to Velstrand?
So Velstron heading there on foot could take anywhere from, just kind of depending on the conditions there, could take anywhere from 4 days, as much of a week if the weather's bad.
Okay, then I'm gonna hold off on using my mage armor.
Hey, what's up, Otto? All right, so
We walk basically.
all right, so you guys are getting on the trail there and kind of heading off, following along there. Now, the first day or so, nothing really eventful along the way. You see some of the things out in the area here. Not much as far as like, there's no forestry. It's all very much, heading further and further towards the coast there. A lot of grasslands between here and there. Past a number of farm towns and everything as you're making your way through, until eventually reaching the fork. So you've gone off from the Vattenthorpe road, running into the coastal road, and start heading south from there before you guys eventually have to stop, make camp for the night. Again, a number of interesting things along the way. You see these old kind of mills with these big windmills out front for grinding the stone and everything as you're passing. A number of different things. And then let me get who is leading the group here? Who's kind of taking point?
Well, normally it'd be Ira with his survival skills, but
I know, right?
Did I?
Keep in mind. Actually, I'm glad you mentioned that, so I can address that. So keep in mind, Ira is not with you all. We'll patch in once I can talk to Ira and everything like that, because everybody remember Ira. If you're watching Ira, hope you're having fun on vacation. Ira is currently off enjoying the better part of life, so hopefully they're having a good time. And then once I get a chance to talk with Ira, then we'll figure out the minutiae. But for now, Ira's no longer with you all. You separated ways after that night there, and then heading off there. So who is actually making the check? And if anybody else is proficient, who is helping?
I'm not proficient.
No proficiencies? All right, so
you said this is a survival check?
survival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your
Torrin
score?
is going to stay in the
I have a way of altering the fates I've picked up. So let me take a glance around.
All right.
And I had a dream last night that we were looking for the wagons, and something in my dream clued me into this specific area, and I'm going to use a portent die. I rolled an 18, which gives me a 20 on the roll, using up one of my portent dice for the day.
Okay. So, in the dream itself, there were no figures. You just saw a section of the road, which, as you guys are walking, you recognize some of the landmarks about there. Jutting stone that comes out of the ground oddly kind of just stands out, as it is the only large boulder in the area here that just jutting out of the floor. Kind of brings almost that sense of deja vu. In your dream, there were no figures, there were no wagons, but on the ground, you could see every imprint from the horses pulling the wagons, the trails. Then you can see a number of footprints moving in from the outside, from one side of the road, push in. Suddenly, the wagon tracks start to move in random positions. It looks like one of them starts increasing its speed before it comes to a sudden stop. And then you can see where the tracks start moving slowly towards the coastal side of the trail there. So getting in that area and kind of tracking down, you're able to easily see some of the tracks that have since been halfway buried but still have some imprint deeper in the dirt.
Gentlemen, I dreamt of this last night, and I said, don't ruin anything just yet. Cover my eyes, and I hold up my hand, and I start singing No Doubt songs, and I say, "No, I had a dream about this last night, and I'm feeling it. I'm feeling something, and I saw exactly what happened. I don't know if this what happened in real life, but I think something happened right over there." I point to the base of that rock. Point out the tracks.
All right.
Do we see the tracks as well, or?
Yeah, once he points them out there, because again, it looks like just whatever movement has taken place since then has kind of halfway shuffled into them, blended in a bit. But underneath that, you can see, pressed down just old enough, you can see the faint tracks all leading off towards the coastal edge of the the western edge of the road there. Off in that distance, you can see there's off in that direction, you can see sparse trees here or there. You know, mostly at this point, you're switching over to like palm trees and that kind of foliage you're seeing about there. And then off in the distance, you guys from where you're at, slightly elevated, all kind of slopes in there as it heads towards the coast. And you can see on the skyline, you can see the ocean off in the distance. What are you guys doing?
No sign of blood, though, or any weapons or anything? Spent ammunition?
Give me an investigation check.
All right.
I'll help him with that. I'm proficient in investigation.
All right.
Thank you. Good. That'd be 24.
So, checking around the area there, you find some spots in the dirt. It looks a little odd, but it's hard to tell from how long it's possibly been, if this was blood there, but something is certainly stained into the dirt there. It doesn't quite look like it's just simple mud. It's got a weird kind of hue to it, almost orange. But searching the area a little bit further, you find off in the tall grass, any others there might have been must have been reclaimed or just lost further off, but you managed to pull up one arrow that was lost in the tall grass there. But looking over it, it's got a certain strange quality to it. The arrow itself, the wood, it's not the normal brown, but a black arrow. Give me a history check.
I'm going to also hand it over to... Go ahead.
I was going to say, does it look similar to my arrows?
Yeah, I was going to hand it over to Torrance.
It does not. At a glance, it doesn't look like anything from the Silent Shadows.
Cool.
Oh, 17. So, yeah,
Help.
I rolled a 23.
All right, and then Are you proficient in history, Ragnar?
I am proficient in history.
Yeah, I
Oh,
am.
sorry.
And then Ragnar's helping
Yeah, I
you, so
am.
go ahead. The two of you kind of putting your heads together there, looking at it.
So yeah,
Alright.
that was an 8. So 23
Yeah, so
is
23.
the
So it
higher
doesn't
roll.
bring anything immediately to your mind there. Although once mentioned, it almost flashes to your mind that maybe it should have. This arrow is a Calrathian arrow.
Hey, we are really far from the Calrathian border, but this is definitely of Calrathian make.
A Calrathian?
Is it like, is
did
it
not know
a
that.
fancy magical arrow, Jasper, or is it just regular?
It's just in the Calrathian style, from what I can tell. I'd have to take some time to investigate it, but
Yeah, maybe later.
the other thing I want to say is I think they went out of their way to erase any tracks. That's why we don't find any other signs or spent ammunition. But this one was hiding in the weeds that they didn't recover. So someone's going out of their way to hide their tracks.
They don't want us to know they're here.
With that, I'm going to immediately turn on my mage armor, and then I'm going to telepathically tell my pseudo dragon to jump up a tree real quick, and you'll see my eyes just go white as I look through my dragon's eyes. And he's got 60 foot of dark vision and 10 foot of blind sight to just like quickly scan the area around us. Because I
Ragnar,
feel like I know how deadly those
give me a heads up
deadly
next time.
Calrathians are.
All right, so first off, little mage armor there, and then sending it off there as it kind of flies up and goes moving around there. Can you make a perception check with the and how far out is it going?
I just sent him like right above like whatever tree is right above us.
Okay, yeah, let me get a perception check from the familiar.
Yeah. Awesome. It is gonna be. Sorry. So it'll be 22 in total. It has a
22.
+3 and not a +2.
And you can see through its eyes, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, as it flies up there, goes kind of circling about overhead for a little bit, you can see off in the distance there, from up high, you can see the faint outlines all the way back to Midway, and up to the north, you can see the very faint but mighty structure of Harvick. And looking to the west there towards the coast, the massive ocean, you can see almost all the way across the very faint outlines of the distant islands and even some little blurry imagery of the distant continent there. But at the coastline, it all looks beautiful, but at the same time, kind of just what you'd expect at first. But then you see this very faint smoke rising from one point out of sight, somewhere down the coast.
Not too far from us, or
From where you guys are currently standing, let's see. You probably got a good maybe 4-hour hike ahead of you from where you are to the actual coastline itself. It's a few miles off.
I'll return back and then I'll point out the direction that I saw it. There's smoke over there. About 4-hour trek.
Smoke like a burning village, or smoke like a volcano, or something worse?
It was like small, right? Like a campfire, or
From where you're at, you couldn't see the actual source of it. It's kind of because it looks like the edge of the coast there. There's certain parts that kind of like cliffs and such there, and somewhere from where you're looking at like the backside of the cliff, so you can't actually see what's down below there, but you see some faint lines of smoke kind of rising up from that area.
not exactly sure. Campfire, maybe burnt town. I don't know. It's on the other side of down below those cliffs.
Gentlemen, before we take another step, I just want to ask a question for the group and make sure all signs, I may be going out on a limb here, but all signs are pointing to a direct conflict between Calrathian forces and those of Eldara. So I just want to make sure that we're okay stepping right in the middle of this war.
How are they going to tell it was us?
True, but I also wanted to ask because I haven't really talked to you guys about your allegiances and histories and where you stand. So
Calrathians killed my father and my mother, so I'm in the middle of it. I'm going to check out if they're Calrathians, and if they are...
Was it a six-fingered man?
No, I didn't notice.
No worries.
And
didn't know that, Finbar. Sorry to hear that.
skin them out.
Oof.
What I'm going to do with them. If they are Calrathians, so if don't, we have no problem. But I mean, we can left unchecked the invasion here. I mean, if we don't do nothing, more caravans will be ambushed and they will grow stronger. We have to look into this with very careful hand, but also I think it's important for the future of the towns nearby as well.
Good thoughts. Appreciate it, Finbar. Ragnar?
I'm son of one of the lords that commands an army against this. I was literally raised in this war. Anything to go against Calrathians, I will. I mean, any true friends I made growing up have all died in this war. And I might have been kicked out and exiled, but my family's in this too, so.
So we go and check what
Appreciate
the
it.
fuck is that fire.
Torin.
Is it far away? Oh,
They-
wait,
they-
never mind.
they-
Yeah.
They might have a mithril bar in gold, so it's cool with me.
All right.
What is your alignment, Torin? I gotta.
I don't know. I grew up in a syndicate, basically. So.
Torin be like, I am the truest of neutrals, bro. All right, true neutral roll.
Yeah.
I'm neutral.
I'm just saying.
All right, so what are y'all doing?
Silent Shadows, you know.
I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense to me.
Good.
All right.
Jasper, where do you
I'm going
stand?
to
Let's do
go near
Oh.
that cliff side, like where the smoke was rising from,
Cool.
and take a peek. What's behind the smoke?
I'll be real, guys. I gotta try this new thing out. Like,
All
It
right.
would be funny on Calrathian. So
Just want to make sure that as we travel, that the wagon tracks basically coincide with the direction of those smoky fires.
They do.
So if that coincides, let's go.
Perfect.
so
So, with that, you all start heading off in that direction. Again, not much as far as foliage here. You find the occasional, large ferns and palm trees and such as you get closer and closer to the coast there, till you eventually reach the cliff sides. Off in the distance a bit, just somewhat south of where you are, is where you can see the faint line of smoke coming up there. It is very faint. If you had to know which direction to look in and anything like that, what little foliage here helps very well to hide it. Finding your way around the passage off to the north there brings you down to the shore, till eventually you all run across a small, not even so much, it's a bit of a stream leading off into the water there. And let me bring you all over with us. All right. Off to the north a little bit there, where the water comes out from, these thick kind of vines hang down, covering up most of it where the stream comes out. Goes further up, and you can see off in the distance where the kind of up close to the wall there, tightly up against it, one individual looks to be standing guard outside of the mouth of some cave. What are y'all doing?
well, does he look like the people y'all were talking about?
And give me a perception check.
Calrathian uniform.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Somebody that knows it. Calrathian
I
looks
know
like.
how it is. So I go
yeah.
with perception.
Say I can help you because I'm
Alright.
proficient, but I'll just help point out details I see as I'm looking.
I would know what I think. what the
Yeah,
enemy
yeah.
looks
You guys
like.
would have a general, even if you've never seen one directly, this is, whether it's propaganda or whatever you want to call it, there's certainly, everyone's heard the scary stories about the Calrathians and some, even if it's vague descriptions. So anybody who wants to make the check can step up and do it.
While they're scoping out the person, I like to just make sure see if I can see any ships in the bay.
All right. All right, and you give me a perception check as well for that one, Jasper.
Okay.
I roll a 21.
All right, Finvar. Just looking over there. Yeah, going off the appearance, the description, everything like that, it certainly appears to be a Calrathian scout standing guard out there. And Jasper, looking in the cave there, behind the veil of the vines, it's dark inside, but you can see just pressing out the tip of some ship, some kind of boat.
Oh, I see it.
So with that,
I
peeking
I
in a little
also see-
further there, get a clear glance on the inside.
Now, here we are. We can go quietly, or I can put a hole through that boat.
I like the no stealth.
Just so they can't run away.
Okay, sure. I mean, they are enemies of the. They are not supposed to be on this territory. So as long as we kill them, it's good for me.
The greedy side of me says that boat might be worth something if we can capture it, but I agree that we might not be able to take on, depending on how large this force is. We may want to take any advantage we can. So
Well, I'm just worried that that boat will be used to take away whatever they got.
sure, I'm all for that.
Hold on a second. Maybe the things we got are in the boat. So if we sunk the boat, it's going to be hard to retrieve it. I mean,
Take
you
a
could
vote.
also use it on that guy here, and we get all a demonstration of what.
I like your idea too.
I
So
could
they use it on the
we
boat or the
out
guy.
and
It's gonna be loud.
send Demon
They
in.
will know.
I think the guy.
I could send Demon in to see what's aboard first. Sneakily.
You can
Yeah,
see
great.
what's inside. And
Yeah, I could see what he sees if I, I'm in a safe spot.
I will prop up the blunderbuss aiming towards the guy and then wait for Ragnar to tell me that we're going for the guy or the boat.
Okay. So
Do
you've
some
got
scouting.
what's that?
Yeah, do some scouting.
All right.
Yeah.
So
the dragon.
Ragnar kind of transferring your consciousness into your new familiar demon sends it flying in there. I'm just gonna move you just so you can get a better view of it.
Sneakily flying in there.
And just kind of drifting along, kind of drifts over, closes the wings and catches on to the vines to climb through before leaping off and flying some more on the inside. You can see in there 4 rowboats pulled up on the shores on the inside. The larger boat itself anchored and tied off to different little pythons that have been stabbed into the inside this little cave here. The boat itself doesn't look to have anything on there. Kind of floating over, nothing inside there, getting a little bit of a lower, just enough to where it can glance down into that lower section beneath the boat. Looks like all it can really see is a small cot on the inside. No view of any kind of crates or anything in there.
And it, like, that's all that was inside the cave, right? Like, there's nothing, no other
Yeah,
exit
the cave
or the
itself is just a small little thing. You can see in the back end somewhere water is streaming down, kind of a small waterfall that drops in enough to kind of fill this area before it flows out into the ocean itself.
Cool. I'll come back to and relay that. There's nothing in there. Just 4 rowboats and that big ship, but it's all empty. As Demon starts to head back.
Are you saying the wagons have not been unloaded yet? Is that what you're saying?
I didn't see any wagons, nothing, no cargo.
Maybe it's a good idea to smoke the boat. So they cannot run.
Is everybody in agreement? Torrin's just smiling.
Just shifting over that way, just
Are we sure about this?
Yep.
I mean,
Or do you want to?
We're gonna
We
try.
could do a different thing. This is just.
we're going to fight them anyways. If we want to discover about the wagons, because they're directly connected to it. So I'm opposed to it, but we could retrieve one and ask some questions before killing him, of course.
All right, so Torin, got it aimed over at the boat there. What are you doing?
Are we doing this, guys? I need 3 yeses. I'm not going to do it if I don't have 3 yeses.
As long as you're okay fighting on the beach. What's this water? How deep is this water in front of us? Is this fordable, like walkable?
Yeah, the water in front of you there is a small section kind of towards the middle there where it divots in, but doesn't take too much to, it's maybe at its deepest point about 4 feet or so, but the rest of it on the sides there kind of slopes in from most of it's no more than about 2 feet deep. So you will get wet.
As long as you don't mind a face-to-face battle, I'm fine with that. This is
they'll
our
definitely come out.
battleground here.
It's either we do this, they come out, or we go in their own ground.
Yeah, I agree. Let's do it.
Since
Okay.
we are going to smoke the boat, I want to cast a spell on me and cast Long Strider. the right icon.
Is that demon?
Yeah, this is demon.
All right.
And
And so you're firing?
I guess so.
All right, with that, gives it a pull. Let's get that next one. Fires off. First off, go ahead and give me a strength save.
Yeah, I'll use heroic inspiration.
Okay.
That's an 11.
An 11. All right, so you fire it off with a massive, just explosive shot there. Just boom. Loud, it echoes along the cliff sides there, pushing you back 10 feet. You would have had to be about there. Off the map. Pushing you into tossing you back into the water as it bursts off, hits the ship itself, and just massive explosion. All chunks of wood fly everywhere, even slicing through and opening up a curtain of the vines themselves as it all kind of starts dropping away. The front of the ship sinks inward and kind of presses itself down to the sand. Off to the sides, you can see the scout over there looks over suddenly over in y'all's direction and spots the group there. He turns, runs into the cave. You can see from the bushes off to his side there. Another one leaps out, starts running in towards the cave with him. You can hear shouting and a bell, some kind of handbell being rang on the inside, echoing out back through the cave there. They're alert. And that's where we're going to leave it for the night.
Action spell. Oh, okay, good.
You gonna do what now?
Hey, the boat is not operable anymore. But I am swimming. And I hate swimming.
if we get overwhelmed, we could also run. So
All right, let's see.
but I'm not.
Let me do some numbers here.
What CR was that boat? Because it's taken out.
I mean, the boat itself, it's seen its fair share of battles, but on the downside, it's a big ass boat. So it was like hitting the side of a barn. Unfortunately, the thing you were hitting with had a lot more kick than you were expecting. Let's see. What's your guys' proficiency up to now?
I'm still level 3, so mine's still 2.
Let's do it.
Still. Yeah, I don't think it goes up till 5.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we are.
11 and 16.
So for the role play, I'm sorry, I hate that term role play. For the social encounters, give you guys 100 XP for exploration, 150. So you guys are taking 250 XP this session. All right. Cool. And that is going to be it for tonight, y'all. And looks like you guys got some stuff going on next week. Next week we're gonna kick off right into some action, so that'll be fun. And don't worry, it's totally safe in there. These guys are just misunderstood. They're refugees, and I'm sure it'll all work out entirely in your favor. No fear. There's never any need for fear, everybody. But yeah, thank everybody for coming through. I hope you enjoyed it. This was more of a down session, which again, for anybody out there, don't skip your down sessions. Have them, enjoy them. They're for the players as much as anything. Let them do stuff. Let them do what they want to do and try things. You never know. You'll get lucky. Maybe one of them will walk around with the motherfucking hip cannon that will get them as much trouble as it will be, beneficial. So, you get to do things too. It's like watching your kid play with that toy that they know they're gonna whack themselves with, but they gotta learn. Plus, it's funny, so you just go with it. But anyway, so that's it for tonight. Again, we're here every Monday, 4 to 7 Pacific time. That's PM. I'm still loving our campaign as it goes on more and more, and just my players, huge shout out, because as things are going, you guys are getting more and more involved and stuff like that. So that's always a huge boon for me, and it lets me know that you guys are at least interested in the world, which is the big thing for me, because I am a world builder. It is my obsession. I'm also a bit obsessive compulsive, so it works. A shout out to Ira, who wasn't here tonight. He's on vacation one more time, so hope you're having fun, man. If you saw it, sorry you didn't get no XP, but you got a much better deal. You got to relax, man. What is relaxing? I don't even remember. It's been so long since I've relaxed. So I hope you're having a good time, man. We look forward to having you back next week, and we'll figure out where to tie you back in. Maybe he did end up coming along with you guys, and maybe that's an unnecessary absence. So we'll see about that. We might just change it, retcon to where he was there the whole time, because at this point, I don't see any reason for him not to have really been. So I'll talk that over with him and see how he wants to handle it. And then otherwise, we always raid somebody. I think we're raiding the same people. Roll Propelled Gaming. Start over there a few times. Unfortunately, after this is done, I got to go do, well, not unfortunately, I love my family and stuff, so I get to go do family stuff. I try to stick around and check their game out as much as I can, but things happen. So make sure you go over there, say hi, show some love, and yeah, that's it for us for this week. Where is the button to do the thing? Hold on, yeah. All right. Found it. Booting it up. Go ahead. Make sure you accept those things. Everybody have a good night, and we will see y'all next time. Got a little countdown here, and then we're going to send you over there. But otherwise, we're going to put up the end screen. Y'all have an awesome night. We'll see you next week. Peace.